Well, hello, Twitchers and YouTubers alike. Welcome to Flying with Mike, folks. Guess what? We've made it. It's Friday. And what we're doing now, YouTubers, this may get a little interesting to see how I work this out. But what I'm going to try to do now, from now through and up to Easter, through the Lent season, we're going to try to fly to some Midwestern destinations where one would think to find a fish fry. Fish fries are big here in the Midwest, and I know it's spreading in the U.S. Especially the Lent season. And today, well, we're going to take off where a lot of fishies are, and that being Nassau in the Bahamas. But we are going to head to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Known for its hot springs, but one of the larger lakes in the state, a few miles west of it, plus down around the southern end of the city is Hamilton Lake, and they do have a lot of fish fries. A lot of the churches sponsor them during this time of the year, and as well as other organizations, Knights of Columbus. Not sure if that's a universal U.S. thing or strictly here in the Midwest, but a lot of other organizations, the Moose Club, the lodges, all of them just bringing on the fish. And oh, love it, love it, love it. So we're going to do some fish fry flying. Fish Fry Friday. So hang on just a second, folks. Something just buzzed I need to take care of. I'll be right back. 1 second. If I didn't take care of that now, folks, it would have just kept going on and on, the dryer, going off and on and being a ruckus. So get it now, get it over with. Let's get flying, shall we? That's what we're here to do. All right, so as you can see, folks, we're going to take the Citation 10. Now, this may be the bird of choice on Fridays. We'll see. Got a lot coming up myself here, so hopefully this all times out right and we get to have fun this year on the Fridays. So, up into the cockpit. And yes, like I said, a Citation 10. Now, first off, let's give it a quick intro here. This comes with XP12. Comes just as you see it now, with enhanced FMCs, and in the back, a pretty decent cabin. Oh, and look who's back here to evaluate us. That's right, the creator, Austin, in the back. Oh, great. Let's put some pressure on that, Captain. Otto, I think you're going to be doing a lot of flying. All right, so anyway, folks, it's well done aircraft. Um, I can't, I mean, it's an amazing aircraft. Coronado, eye candiness to it in some degree, not, but also it's where Coronado lacks performance and more how the aircraft is in real life. This picks up the ball there. But you want eye candies. If it's out there on Coronado, that's what you're going to get. It's eye candy. Here, you're going to get a good-looking aircraft inside out and a very well-performed aircraft flight-wise. All right, speaking of, let's get to work, shall we? All right, first off, let's take a look at the route here, folks. And what we do for that is we bring in Sim Toolkit, and things are running. There it is. I lost my position. Okay, there we are. A little slow here out of OBS. Nothing unusual there, folks. All right, so there we go. Sim Toolkit's up. You can see we're down here in Nassau. Looks like we may have maybe some company. Let's kind of zoom in, take a look at the airport. Okay, now the green are actually VATSIMers. The blue is Sim Toolkit. So it looks like a little bit of a busy day down here. That's awesome. All right, let's take a look ATIS-wise. Folks, welcome to the Caribbean. Nice, easy to handle breeze out of the southeast, unlimited visibilities, a few clouds covering the sun at 4,000, actually a scattered layer, and just a tranquil day at 24 degrees Celsius. Always like to do that in wintertime. Anyway, for the loadout, 10 people want to head up for some fish. So we're going to oblige them, 2,550 pounds and 7,300 pounds of fuel. That makes me a little nervous. When I was loading it on the flight weight and balance, it wasn't getting up there on the en route time. So I'm a little nervous, so we're going to kind of play where we may need places along the way to stop for fuel. We'll see. That's how Sim Toolkit planned us out. So hopefully we'll be where we need to be by Hot Springs. All right, and we're going to try it. It works, it seems, when I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, it just kaput. So we're trying it. We're trying it. I think it's kaput. All right, the loading of the live map isn't going to happen again. I guess when I stream, it's doing something. And I have got to figure out what is bogging it down. All right, well, we'll go back to this. No big deal. All right, but you can see we do have a little bit of weather right up in here to push through. 43,000 feet, probably for the most part will be above it. Yeah, you heard me right. We're going at 43,000. All right, so let's get after it, shall we? All right, so we are powered up. However, we are not powered up on the APU. We're on external power right now. So what we're going to do, and we're on the avionics. So for now, go ahead and kill the avionics, put the batteries on, head over here. And that is the co-pilot side, by the way, folks, for those trying to stay up with what I'm doing. We're coming to the APU system here. Kick the master on. Okay. Okay, and you can hear what's firing up in the outside world. Not bad. I'm sure sound critics out there going, that's really not all that great. To me, it's great, folks. So, you know what? That's who it needs to be great for. The user. All right. Now, with it powered up, we just go to the generator, go on, and the bleed on. And then swing over here. Gonna get some packs running. And I think we are good to go. So back over here to the pilot's right knee. We'll kick avionics back on. We'll kick ECAS back on. And our flight plan is still there. Good deal. And we'll swing over here for just a second because I want this on progress. Well, actually, no, I want this on flight plan, this on performance, takeoff. There we go. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Okay, so we're powered up now on the APU. Your lighting is right here, but as you can tell, we have a blistering sun here. And we've got our radios kind of dialed up. I don't know if this one works or not, to be totally honest. It does not. All right, now, a couple things we'll get into here with getting this plane started. It's a corporate jet, folks, so you gotta lift detents to get this thing to go. I think we could just move the throttle here and we'll be fine. But to shut it down, you do have to put the detents up. Okay? So, quick familiarity. Your electrics are all here. Plus, well, I'm sorry. Electrics, your ignitions, your engine starts, your fuel boosts, FADEC system and all of that's here. Your anti-ice here, hydraulics, and external lighting here. Okay. And then you got the pneumatic over here. Of course, up here is your autopilot we'll get into. Hopefully, won't be as hard as it's been on me lately. But folks, if you're not familiar with the Citation 10, yeah, you're in for us. You gotta stay ahead of it. A lot goes on with it. Down here is your autopilot heading and course, altitude select, and so forth. So really gotta end your radar here. Thankfully, that's not a big model thing here. GPS. Now I gotta remember how we did that. I think I remember now. It's right here, your two switches, FMS and nav. So, but we'll set our altitude right now. Let me double check. We do not have ATC. You make sure. They weren't there a minute ago, but then I saw a lot of traffic. So hang on, let me zoom. Yep, still no ATC. All right, so let me get on here, connect. Okay, and we are a C750 Citation 10. All right, so folks, we are ready to go. Oh, what the heck? Let's just get after it, shall we? Let's get the door up. And let's do a nice little walkabout here, shall we? Looks good, doesn't it, folks? We've got a couple of C6s behind us, whoever they are. See if we get a chance to see them. Like they're turboprop. Oh, looks like they're Saabs. Over here, I saw somebody. TCP-19. Not sure who that is. So, all right. So let's do it, shall we? Starting it up is not hard, but the one thing I want to try to okay, I think we are indeed ready. So, here, let's do it from this angle. Normally, you would only advance one-ups, but it is what it is in flight simming sometimes. Okay, it looks like we're now stable. Bringing on number 1. There we go. And you can see how we have different items here. Okay, and we're stable there. All right. So, oh, gens. Hang on a second. They were right in front of us. Left gen. Right gen. They are now on. Vadecs are normal. I think we are set to go. Let's move across. The sun is always a problem here, folks. Okay, pido's on. And finally, okay, I think we're ready. Let's just do this real quick. All right, so what I'm going to do is get off the bleed and shut the APU down. Lastly, I want to set my heading. This is not the... Oh yeah, I can do it. All right, so out of here, we're gonna fly a what is it, 143 runway heading. Okay. And then hopefully we'll be on course by then. Here's your taxi and lights and all that good stuff. All right. So I think we are ready. One last thing to do, set flaps. Running at flaps 5. Okay. Okay, I think we are ready to go, folks. Now you can set these MFD setups. Okay. Now the MFD, the middle one, that can be set up to show VORs, traffic, terrain, and so forth. Okay, I think we are... And of course it shows our V speeds. All right, we're ready to taxi. I've gotten a few comments from people saying they would like the engine noise product. That's why you're here. Take a look from the tower as we work our way over. let's get ready to, no, we're not going to do this. But we're about ready to do our takeoff checks. So. All right. So basically, folks, we're going to do what I like to call wing it for takeoff because we really don't have a checklist that I've been able to find. Granted, I haven't really looked hard, but there really isn't. So and when we get down here, we'll quickly go over the departure and depart the area. Yes, we are in the Bahamas. Let me see if I can get us a nice view of it. All right, now let's see. Not going to be a great look from the airport, folks, but you can get a feel. We are in the Bahamas. Let's get back in here, final up the airplane. Okay, and okay, real quick, let's get the charts up here. Okay, so you can see where we're at right down here. We came out of here down H4. Actually, I think we were closer to H3, but anyway, all the way down here to hotel, and we're out of here. Freddy 2 departure, folks. So we're going to come off, go 3 miles to Freddy, turn southwest to Jute, over to Herman, then up to Major and on course. Okay, that's the call they're making for us here. And we are ready to go. Okay, Nassau traffic, NetJets 572 departing, runway 14, Freddy 2 departure. Go. Give them a chance to call back. Head over here. See how we look like outside. Okay, let's get after it. Always like to see how we look. Okay, takeoff time. Feel like I should have those cross feet, something going on with them. Nothing looks out of whack. Here we go, cleared for takeoff. Get about 50% power and punch it. Tell, she's a speed demon. There's 80. Coming up on V1. V1. Rotate. Gear up. Positive rate. Gear up. Yes, I did forget to set it. I'm doing it right now. The only airplane. Whoa, whoa. Okay, now on, aircraft, behave. This is where I have a lot of trouble. All right. All right. I think we're reining it in. I have yet to see VNav work for me, but I'm sure it's a real big combination of I don't know what I'm doing with it. Right. And okay, there's 18,000. And we're going to try and get some speed out of it. Okay, there we go, folks. I think we're a bit more under control now. All right. Phew. Fun takeoff. Welcome to Flying with Mike. And if you like what you've seen so far, I understand if you're going, who is this madman behind the wheel? Understood, folks. Um, we're we're gonna start flying, as you can tell. I do have it planned. I'm gonna try for every Friday that I'm off to be up here flying it short, maybe long, from wherever we left off. So the next flight will come out of Hot Springs. I got an idea, but I'm gonna kind of see what goes on in the areas I'm headed. But it's basically, folks, Fridays will be fish fries. So, folks, this would be a good time if you want to join our Discord and tell me just how bad a pilot I am. Go for it. I'd love it. Tell me what I did wrong. That's what I'd like to hear more. Or what I'd really like to know, if you know a great little airport that can handle an airplane like this, that has good fish fries. I have an idea where we're headed next. And trying to think. No, we didn't. So we're not going to do the and. Disregard the word and. We're going to just go to some good fish fries. Next year during Lent, we may try to incorporate another element into the fish fries to help spark it up a little. So folks, you're seeing a person very green still with this aircraft. Trying to do my best. The good thing is we stayed on course. The bad thing is we were just really going like a rocket and then right down like a bomb. So, yeah. But in the interim, we are still airborne. Austin's hair wasn't messed up too bad. And there you go, folks. We come out of Nassau. Out over the Atlantic, headed for the mainland. Then on to hot springs as we head up to flight level 430. So yeah, great day, folks. So let's get some music on here to help soothe the nerves and make our way into the U.S. and up to Arkansas. I'll be doggone. All right, folks, we are on our way. Let me just kind of click here. Want to say thank you for all coming aboard. Hope you enjoy the ride. If you do like this adventure, feel free here on Twitch to click follow. All it costs you is, you know, you're just going to get an email telling you when we're going live. Beyond that, that's the extent of the cost to you. YouTubers, if you click subscribe, it's the same thing. And if you click the bell next to it, that'll give you notification when a new video has been released. Now, we do not fly live on YouTube, although I am investigating it. So, don't know if we're going to make the move or not. We'll kind of, play it by ear and see what's going on here. But I am potentially, it's in the looking at phase right now. We'll be staying at Twitch here for probably quite a while longer, but just want to throw it out there. We are looking to maybe make the move to YouTube. So, or possibly a different platform, who knows. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy. Twitchers, thank you so much for coming out. That's a tone I need to be up here on to watch. And we are just about at our cruise altitude already, folks. Halfway to Florida. So, folks, you're going to find this to go pretty quick for a corporate jet. Welcome to flying in a Citation 10. Folks, this was one aircraft that I've seen up close. Now, I never, and I kicked myself in the rear for this. I never got up in the cockpit and saw it for real. But, folks, this plane looks gorgeous on the ground. Saw it many times here in Mid-America. Just love this airplane. But the price tag isn't something worth loving. 30 million, I think, is a bare bones version of this. Oh, I think that's what it was. I'm not even sure they even make them today, and I forget the reason other than that price tag as to why they didn't. I do know another thing about this plane. If you're not familiar with the 10, she can, not certified, she can go supersonic. Not certified. So when pilots would do it, oh yeah, it hurt them. So that may be one of the reasons too. I don't know. All I know is I think these are not made anymore. And it's a shame. It's a beautiful airplane, folks. It's just, well, you want to know how she goes Mach speed? Here. Look in the back end of that thing. Let's look under the hood, shall we? Yeah, put those engines behind the brick, folks, and make it go supersonic. So, that could be, again, folks, I don't know enough about this plane to be definitive in anything I say about the citation is strictly innuendo and what I think, not what's actual. So consider it fake news. I really don't know a lot about it, except for it is a gorgeous plane. And it looks fun to fly once you learn all the ins and outs of it, which this little private pilot doesn't know, obviously. All right, so let me get up here, pull us into cruise. See what I mean? We're already 0.88, folks. Let me pull the throttle a little, see if I can't get us back in the range of 0.86. Yeah, you heard that, folks. We're cruising at 43,000 feet at Mach 0.86. Actually, right now, it's still accelerating.
CC7 Island B, go well.
Oh. Bad attitude, welcome aboard. Hope you're having a great Friday. Awesome. What aircraft are we reviewing? Let me guess, the Zebo 737 or PMDG 737? All right. See how we're doing on speed. See, we're back up to 8.8 again. Dang it. A318. The baby bus. Hey, God bless you too there, Diggy Driver. Welcome aboard. As I try to figure out this Citation 10 that I don't fly enough. All right, there we go. Let's see if I can't maintain this 0.86. Busy scenery deving. Awesome. Awesome to hear. And let's go ahead and start looking forward in time to what the weather's like in Hot Springs. I know they have been hit with a lot of heavy rain here of late. Storms. Are we down to 8.4 already? Oh, so you finally got the blender lighting reined in for the daytime. I know nothing about making scenery, especially for this animal. I used to delve into AFCADs with Microsoft, which I don't even know if they use in the new one. But beyond putting buildings, I mean, beyond the layout, putting buildings and all on it, other than what's in the libraries, forget it. Couldn't get it down. I tried a couple tutorials on making a building because I really just working with a small airport, Mid-America, trying to do the terminal and could not get it to work. So I just relegated myself to the layout and getting that as close as I could. Getting them to park where they should and all. All right, let's see. See if I set it there, what happens. Not much. Well, thank you, Diggy Driver. I hope you do too. And let me know when some of that scenery comes out. I'll check it out. And if it works good in X-Plane, we'll be flying in it. Maybe with this demon aircraft, it's being a pain. It won't set its airspeed. All right, let's try there. This is, yeah. Oh yeah, 747-400 is a beauty, even if it is the Dash 8. I mean, I flew that almost exclusively with FSX from PMDG, and oh wow. Never got the Dash 8 though. All right, let's see if we can't try to learn something. Oh, it is. And yeah, it is a shame that they have now ceased production in any 747s. But boy, what a plane. Oh, dang it. It says 0.85 Mach. You know, this is going to be probably one of those things that is right in front of me, and I'm not seeing it. Wrong one. All right, let's try setting the engine there and see what it does. I think we're stabilizing right there. All right, now. By the way, folks, we are over Florida. In all of that time frame, we have crossed into Florida. I believe it was Palm Beach. Yeah, the Airbus McDo. I have not seen an update in a while from them. I kind of cringe now every time I start X-Plane, knowing it update's coming. But I'm still on version 3, release 1. Somehow not getting all of the updates. Let me guess, it says 8.4. Good Lord. Well, we'll just have to deal with that, folks. I am well, we'd love for you to take to the skies there. Our trip is what, about an hour, just under 2 hours out, and we should be into our destination. Let's see if the loading map will come on. That is just so funny that it Sometimes loads, sometimes doesn't here in Sim Toolkit. Yep, not gonna want to load. That is just funny how it does that. But I show an hour and 55 minutes. So folks, I'm gonna kind of sit on the side here and mess with the speed. May have to pull the manual out and figure out how to set for auto throttle, because I'm pretty sure this plane has it. All right, I think we've got at least 0.85 mastered, so we'll just keep it there. All right, folks, like I said, we'll keep it on the side here. We'll keep an eyeball out for traffic. Not a lot going to be up at 43,000. And hopefully no balloons in front of us. Don't want any balloons. Oh my goodness. But never know. So enjoy the ride. Enjoy Friday, folks. And hopefully a good fish fry tonight. Great white noise, huh? Well, let's see. I thought I had turned them down a little bit. Let's see. Is that better, lurky noise? All right, we'll hold it there for you there, Diggy Driver. And all right, so we got an hour and 44 minutes, folks. We'll start walking through because I'm still trying to figure out RNAV or ILS into Hot Springs when we get there. So we'll be back shortly with you. Enjoy the ride. We'll be watching the chat while we sit here, folks, figuring this all out. And hopefully make this a fun arrival because it's a shorter runway, a 7,000-foot runway. So, well, we usually get a good challenge on those, especially since we're not going to be fully coupled up like we can be. So, all right, so let me do some digging here. And figure out what we're gonna do here.
9 mile final 19 right, Tampa.
All right, folks, we're back with you. Probably thought I fell off the face of the earth. Nope. Couple of chores we were working on, plus the figuring out our top of descent. All right, let's get an idea where we are. I'm showing LAL to MVC, so let's pull up here. So LAL is Lakeland. MVC looks like Monroeville. I think that's gonna be Mississippi, folks, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh no, it's gonna be Alabama or Georgia. So and we're kind of in that zone, that slot we saw on Sim Toolkit of weather. Here, let's take a look here, folks. Diggy, that's awesome. All right, if you fell off the earth and you climb back up, you got strong arms. That's good. All right, so let's get Sim Toolkit up here. Folks, I do recommend this. It's free. There's a lot of tools on it you can use. Seems like when I'm not streaming, I get the live maps, so who knows. I'm gonna try once again, just for the heck of it. Try again. Oh well, not gonna play nice, but anyway, it'll still give you an idea what we're up against. So here we are, folks. We're gonna be pushing into this leading edge. Looks like now dying storms, relatively. They'll start refiring here soon as we push on to hot springs up here. So, but again, folks, really good utility. You can flight plan, VFR, and off of Debrief. You don't know where you want to fly, you got flight schedules. Hot springs isn't going to be good for that, but like if you fly into, say, Mobile, Alabama, and you want to fly an airliner out, well, where did the real world go? There you go. And so forth. I don't know about this real airline op. Search for an airline. Okay. AAL. You know what? Better yet, let's try it. EJA. Select. What the heck? Let's see what it does. I've never... You telling me this is everything airborne right now? Oh, wow. Well, there you go, folks. But look, it's giving you ideas. Not necessarily, well, yeah, it's even telling you what planes. So, curious, LGB, wow, Long Beach. But yeah, you can see it's a whole bunch. Well, folks, if I pan out, look at that. That give you an, you know, let's see what happens if I zoom in. There's Joplin, Fayetteville, Little Rock. Hot Springs is, yep, nothing in and out of there. But, I mean, so you can see another option. Wow, I never tried that one. I don't even want to think what American would look like. Or United or something like that. So you see what you got. Plus streamers, of course, you get great stuff here for it as well. So, you know, when that live map works, folks, it's really nice to be able to see along your route what's up and what's not. Right now I'm showing Miami Center online, but it's not updating here, so let's try it one more time. Kind of feel like Simaware never updates unless I'm always on it. Yeah, it's just not grabbing. Okay. Oh, now Miami Center's up. There we go. So, again, it helps folks, give you a little heads up. The other big tool I use out here in flight planning, folks, is D-ATIS. Not a benefit for us going into hot springs. However, if you pull up, let me see, I think Little Rock has, yeah. If you go to this web address, maybe, hold on. Go to datis.cloud.io. It's going to give you the ability in the US to see what the current ATIS is for the airport you're going to. Say, you know, hypothetically, across the pond's about a month away, little under, westbound. You've departed London, Heathrow, and you're, oh, yeah, that's the right direction. And let's just say you're going to JFK. You're about halfway over. Controllers, you're trying to set up your McDo's, your FMCs, or what have yous, and Simaware is being not nice, and nothing's working right. You pull up that site, folks, go to JFK, you'll have, at that moment, what they're running runway-wise. Guess what that means you could do? Begin programming that in. So, I use it a lot. This just doesn't help us. Little Rock, I mean, it's about, what, 70 miles, I think, away. And Little Rock right now says they're landing 4 right, left, and 3-6. So they're landing generally to the north. Hot Springs is a good distance away, but there's a good chance they're following the same flow, and we are. So, oh, by the way, I didn't tell you that part, did I? Yeah, we are planning to land on the ILS to runway 5. And basically what I'm going to be doing here, probably, let me check something here. In the, next, a couple 100 miles, we'll go ahead and program the FMS up for it. So we're ready to go. Speaking of, yeah, we're getting a little hot. Like I said, folks, if you're a real world, or were, I don't know if they're even still out there, a real world Citation 10 driver, I'd love to talk to you about this FMC and see what we can do to try to get VNAV to work on it so we can hold our speeds better for our fuel consumptions. All right. so you know what? We're far enough out. Let's go ahead, pull it up, get up here so we can keep an eyeball on our speed. Hang on a bit. Let's get that. Okay. This way I can kind of watch it better. All right. Nav, arrival, approach, ILS, marquee. Activate. Now, let's march through it. I really hope there isn't an accept here that I'm missing. All right, looks like it took. Okay. Okay, 54. I don't know if I can change any of these or not. I know that ain't right. There's our VREF VAP at this time, folks, so. Okay, so we are now programmed. Oh, we're right at the... Okay, kind of watch our airspeed again. There goes trying to get away from us. Okay. All right, so there you go, folks, and we are right now, I think, over that section we showed with the weather. So, but we'll be around it here, well, over it here shortly. You can see it on our weather radar, hints of it right here, and so, all right, well, I'm going to sit back, relax, folks. We still got a good, let me see here. This doesn't show top of descent. But we got about 480 miles to Hot Springs. I plan to start descending around 100. It'll actually be... about 50 miles. 70 miles from Edwa. I know you all haven't seen it in a while. So Edwa, about 50 to 70 miles from there. We'll start our 3% descent. Hopefully at about 2,300 feet a minute we can maintain. And we're back up to 90. Boy, this is just rough flying. As we head over the panhandle of Florida, and yes, it is getting stormy here. So, boy. All right, so we'll just continue on, folks. Hope you enjoy. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes or so and get ready for that descent. Looking here, we're at about just under 1 hour, so not much further. All right, folks. We're getting closer. And we got about, what are we looking at? MVC in 32 miles, Monroeville. And then into and then next after that, I think. After that, we have Edwa. So we'll, like I said, about 60 to 70 miles from Edwa, we'll be looking at top of descent, because Edwa's where we'll read with a smooth voice, an occasional and an actual pilot. Well done. Well, thank you, sir. So we are going 398. Well, we're still waiting to get to Monroe, which is coming up. All right. Take a look at the 318. Okay, well, look at it. We shall see what's out there with it. Well, cool. Yeah, bucket list. Yeah, that is. Um, all right. Let's see. Bucket list at some point riding jump seat of an airliner or at least alongside a private pilot in a business jet. That would be cool. Now, something out there that a lot of people don't know there, Diggy, and I don't know if you're aware of this. If you have like Cape Air or some of those real small regional carriers nearby where let's see, how do I want to say this? Because we had flights from St. Louis to some of the airports nearby. I think it was Cape Air. You could fly in would be seat 2, the co-pilot seat. So there's something you could check into there. Nice. Jump seat, mayor. Well, yeah, you should be able to. Bad attitude on an RJ. But yeah. Um, Seat number 2 on most small commuter RJ type airplanes. Now, I'm not talking the um, RJs. I'm talking like your see Cape Air used to fly the Cessna 414s, I think they were. And a friend of mine was booked in, I think he was booked, or he asked, and they said it was okay to fly in seat number 2, which was the co-pilot seat. So, again, I've never tried it. They're such cheap flights, I should have. But now they've switched aircraft here in St. Louis to the turboprop. I think it's a Bugatti, and I'm not 100% sure who makes it. But yeah, if you find something, hey, the Cessna 208s fly Win Air, I think it is, Win something, out of St. Louis also. Not sure if that co-pilot seat's available. I need at least 5 hours up front. I do that every day, so do I count? But yeah, you never know. And like I said, seat number 2 a lot of times is the co-pilot seat on those aircraft. Another place, like if you go up to Alaska and they got seaplanes, usually there's a seat up there. If you get there early enough, you might get on it. So, but yeah. Need 5 hours of flight time. Well, how do you get flight time if you're not? Oh, anyway, folks, all in fun. But yeah, Diggy, that's something you might want to look into if you've got like a Cape Air type operation. What are the? I can't win one something we have for caravans here, and I don't know the rules, but I just know he got to sit in the co-pilot seat and down to Carbondale out of here. So pretty cool. And I thought they had to have 2 pilots. That's what I get for thinking. I know the RJs, they do, but maybe not the smaller ones. All right, so we are now 350, so we're looking at 200-ish miles to top of descent. All right, let's talk the arrival here, folks. Well, there's my charts program. All right, so we'll bring charts back up here, folks. You can see we just left MBC for Edwa. Then from Edwa, we'll head over to Markey. And I'm going to kind of zoom in. From Markey, we head to intercept the ILS runway 5, Hot Springs. Weather in Hot Springs goes a little like this. You can see it in the chat room here in mere seconds. There it is. 110 at 5, 10 miles visibility, and 3013. So looks like a pretty good day per 121, 465. Need 5 hours. Well, I could go up, so I got 10,000. I think that might count. Flight sim. Actually, I'm well over 10,000, but anyway. So that's our look at it right now, and then we track into Hot Springs. ILS, runway 5. By the way, folks, no stars into this little airport, 7,000 roughly foot runway. So we're going to come in from, well, let's start from the top. I'm starting way in the wrong spot. Okay, there's our weather. Our center, Jonesboro radio has us, and Unicom 123.0. Okay, that's right, folks. More than likely, not a tower here. Localizers 111.5. We will set that here momentarily. Approach course of 53. Let's see. Our glide slope should be at Hossie. Also identified 385 Ho at the Ho. Sorry, folks, had to check that, make sure our speed was good. I thought it said 80 and I was going to speed us up. ILS decision altitude 732, 216 feet AGL. Missed approach out to SOX, and that'll be at 3,000 feet. Okay, so there you have it, folks. We're coming from Markey, which is 21.4 from Hot Springs VOR to the localizers, about 5-ish miles on a heading of 008. No lower than 2,300 feet. From there, we'll track in all the way. Wavis is 12.5. Hossie is, where is Hossie? There it is. 6.5 miles out. So that is it. We do have some higher terrain in the area, not overly high. We're only talking a couple of 100 feet above the runway in most cases. So long as we keep 2,600 feet or higher, that's our minimum safe. All right, again, we're coming in. So 2,300 feet's our lowest altitude till we get to Hossie, and then we descend on the localizer. All right, I think, let's see here, instead of saying I think, hang on, let me go to perf, landing. We're looking at an approach speed of 125, 130. So right at about 700 feet per minute for about 2 minutes and 24, 25 minutes will get us to the missed approach point. If we don't see the runway, off we go. And Memphis is our alternate in case we need it. Okay, we got a Mauser for our approach. Probably won't be able to see it in this daylight, but a 732 MSL 216 AGL is our minimum ceiling. Anything below that, not allowed in, folks. And it has to be more than a half mile. And that's all category of aircraft. I'd like to see a D aircraft come in there on a 60, what is it? Let's find out. Our airport is 6,600 feet. It could be done, folks. Ooh. I would clear everything up here. Anyway. So, especially if it's me behind the wheel. But anyway. So that's our arrival. Now I'm going to try to get off Echo or Fox, but I'm not afraid to go all the way to the end. We'll be parking right in here where the star is. It's the old terminal. I think it's still used as a terminal, but not 100% sure. Because I think an airline out of Dallas comes in here in caravans. But again, that may have ceased. All right, let's get this reset. And that, folks, is our arrival brief. So currently about, what is that? About 70 miles, I'm thinking, ish, to our top of descent. When it reads about 60 or 70 miles to Edwa, we'll begin our descent to 2,300 feet. Okay, we need to set our radios up. Let's go ahead. Come over here. And our ILS is 1115. Okay. And I'm also gonna set hot springs. What the heck? 110. 0. Okay, so we are now set. Hot springs were way too far out to pick up, but you never know when we will start. So we are currently, folks, just a little over 100 miles from top of descent. Now would be a good time, if you're up to it, to put in a prediction for the landing. Could be quite comical. Just follow that format and you'll be in the running, and we'll see who gets the closest. All right, folks, so give it about another, let's see here, 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, and we'll be nearing top of descent and top of fun. You don't want to play flying with Mike? What's he doing? Oh, Winston, you're funny. Uh-oh, reinstalling FSM. You know, funny you all talk about that. I've actually been thinking about that. The only problem is that loose nut behind the wheel. Forgot to put a CD-ROM on here, so I got to go buy an external one to be able to load that on. But I really thought about going back and getting it reinstalled. Speaking of FSX, which is kind of weird how this is ducktailing. Active Sky. Those of you like me that love the program Active Sky Weather is coming back to XP12. currently available to you guys who currently had X-Plane or Active Sky for X-Plane 11. It's not available, I guess, for me. It's an open beta. If you have your license key, it'll get you going. I don't see where it lets me load it. But if you enjoyed the phenomenal weather effects that Active Sky does, the hurricane representations and all, folks, it's in open beta right now. So head over to that hi-fi, I think it is, channel. Hang on, I'll get you a link here real quick. Check it out if you're into that. As soon as it says I'm able to, I may delve into it. That's one program I've missed for many years, and it's because life happened and I missed a couple of updates of Active Sky, and this goes way back to 2004 days, folks, Century of Flight. And I could no longer, just do the free upgrade. But check it out if you've had X-Plane 11's Active Sky. You can get into the open beta for Active Sky 12, XP12, and so the rest of us can enjoy it here on X-Plane. All right, let's see where we stand. 200, so about, let's see. Let me redo my math just to make sure I'm getting it right. So it's 56 over. Yeah, about 60, 70 miles. All right. Hi folks, I hope you've enjoyed the ride. We are currently roughly 220 miles out of Hot Springs. We'll start our descent in about 100 miles, give or take. And hope you enjoy. If you did, smash that follow button, folks. We'd love for you to be a part of the stream here, the community that we're building. Also, if you're on YouTube, folks, we'd love for you to come over to our Twitch feed. It's down in the bottom there in the notes for this video. Check us out. Check our Discord channel to find out when the next streams are going to be. And we'd love for you to be a part of the live stream. And we'd love for you to just simply subscribe. Subscribing on YouTube is different than following. Well, it's identical to following on Twitch, just different words. But they kind of, for Twitch people, would make them nervous, and I'm asking you to subscribe. Love for you to subscribe, but that is not a requirement. We really would like you, though, if you're on YouTube, to subscribe, so that way you can catch our content when it comes out. We try to, I've got stuff already in the pipeline, and this will be one of those videos added. Folks, I put the good, the bad, the ugly. If I crash, I don't withhold it. I may have in the beginning, just because of trying to work out some things, because of we had a King Air that would just always burst into flames. It was a mod for X-Plane, and I finally got a handle on it, talking with the developer and all, and it was really good aircraft for X-Plane 11. So you may see that here again, make a resurgence. Thronda's Caravan we may come back to here in the future, and hopefully the 727 will move from X-Plane 11 up into the X-Plane 12 world. So haven't seen or heard any word on when or if, or who knows, but rumor mill says they are bringing them. So yeah, look for those, and I do plan to put them in the hangar since we had them over in X-Plane 11, and we do fly every now and then with them. So, but again, if you click follow and you click on Twitch, subscribe if you're on YouTube, folks, that's your easiest way to know when we're going to be live, because you get an email. And subscribing, though, to YouTube, you won't know, so you'll just know when the next video releases. And as I said in the beginning, I may start looking at what it takes, one, to start going live on YouTube. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see how things go. All right, we're about 60 miles right now from where I project my top of descent. So let's start getting things readied in here. Actually, I don't think I ever let them out of their seats. I'm a good captain. Okay, use the bathroom real quick. And if those who missed it, folks, Active Sky is in a open beta. All right, Diggy, thanks for being around. Appreciate you. God bless you. Hope you have a great weekend. Not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow, if anything. So I hope you have a great weekend, though. All right, folks, if you missed Active Sky, weather is out for XP12. However, only open beta, and as I read the announcement, you can read it too right here. It's only for those that had Active Sky with XP11 and can use their licenses to get it going. I didn't have it, so you get the drift. But anyway, folks, phenomenal weather. Active Sky is probably, I had it for a long time for the hurricanes. Unbelievable modeling they do with hurricanes. Let alone, folks, we're now getting into the severe weather season here in the U.S. Oh my goodness, I flew a flight once from Philadelphia to Charlotte, and I was going, I mean, folks, the cumulonimbus that were all around the aircraft, folks, they're not like you normally see them where they're like a couple of thousand below you, a couple of thousand. This went from the altitude they were at all the way down to where they reported the base. Solid cloud. So that does mean got to be careful with your systems, folks, because your computers could have troubles drawing all of that. Mine, a little nervous how it will do with it. So, but yeah, open beta for Active Sky 12 for XP12 is on, and go to that link and they'll get you, you can make your own call on that. We already have phenomenal clouds in X-Plane. I can only imagine take what Austin's crew has done, marry it to Active Sky, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see some MYNN start flying from Dallas to Atlanta to Orlando, then back across, and then when hurricanes fire up, head out into them. And oh yeah, it was. And folks, you can get out further with them because they use buoys and all of that in act. Well, they did. What they do now, I don't know. It was amazing. So I really hope to look at it. Really hope my system can handle it. If it can't, I won't get it. So it's kind of useless if you can't. And it was like 50, 60 bucks back in the day, so I can't imagine what it's running today. So I am going to be very careful so that I don't overtax. It's already getting hit hard with streaming. And just don't want to push it any harder. Speaking of which, let's see what our frame rates are running. See, 44. Throw that in there, folks. That could drop me down to 20 if it's like it was. Now, they may have optimized it and made it better. I don't know. Folks, the last time I flew it was back in the Century of Flight days with Microsoft. So check it out if you're interested in stuff like that. All right, we're about ready. 84 miles out. Let's start setting it up, folks. Got the V speeds. Got a few coughs in there at the same time. And we're about to come down. All right, so I'm going to switch up to this view. Actually, we'll do it this way. I don't have to. All right, so I'm going to bring it down to 5,000. Okay, and the bad thing here is I'm not getting a good top of descent call, unless you all know where to look for it. It's usually on your progress page, but like I've said, they've modified this, so I don't know. Well, we got to start down. Wait, 70. My bad. I thought it was 20. All right. Going into VS and nosing down. All right, so we are beginning our descent into Hot Springs, folks. All right, let's just kind of keep an eye on our track here. Okay, go ahead and put that up here. All right, here we go, folks. So I hope you all have a great weekend, folks, as we head in here. And look forward to hearing about it next week. We'll get a flight schedule out here sometime today, so you all have an idea what's coming next week. Let's see. I work Wednesday next week, so Monday, Tuesday, possible flight streams, Thursday, Friday, depending on what I got to do. So And as quickly as we were flying over the storms, we are now past that frontal boundary and slowly working our way over. All right, as we get closer, we'll pass over Edwa, and as we approach Markey, I'm going to take over and see if we can't get it to couple in on the ILS. Be the first time. Usually we're flying a visual. Let's give it, well, actually, we've been doing our navs lately. Let's try an ILS, see what happens. All right, so that's a good descent speed now of 270. We'll try to maintain that now the rest of the way down. I've got a couple of ideas for utilizing this in streams. Looking basically for routings. Once we get past the Lent season, we'll be doing Fish Fry Fridays. We'll try to use this plane every Friday that I'm off and that we're flying. So just something for you to be thinking about next Friday. Ideas out of Hot Springs. We'll be flying out of where we left off. So be very rare occasion where we may not. Then next year I'll tie in another idea I have for it. Adding to it. Okay, folks, we're back with you, and we're about 10 miles from the turn. It looks like we're doing pretty good on this descent. The fun part's going to be slowing this the beastie down. So the key is trying to keep your speed in check as you descend. I don't want it to get really above 280. Now we've got a 50-mile run from Edwa to Markey, and then 5 miles-ish to the localizer. I'm really hoping to hit that at about 2,300 feet or thereabouts and grab the full glide slope in. All right, so right now we're in FMS and we're in nav, okay? So once we get tracking towards Markey, I'm going to come out of FMS, go to nav, and begin tracking with my VOR. Now, I don't have a VOR to track to until I make the turn off of Markey. And I'm not seeing hot springs yet. Let's see if it's... Nope. 110.0, right? Yeah, 110.0. We should be... we're just maybe outside. We'll see if it's even up and running. Okay, here's the turn. Coming up on 18,000. Weather has us at 30:08. Okay. Okay, minimum set. Let me show you a little trick you can do here, folks. Now watch here, I'll just blow it up. What we're gonna watch is this is your heading bug. You push heading select, it's gonna center it. All right, what I'm gonna do now, switch to heading and nav. And now I'm going to fly the magenta line. However, I need to set my course up for the ILS. So that is 053, and I am showing a course of 123. This one's your course. See it moving? So I need to go to all right, now it's time to slow down, which may mean easing up the descent. All right, so there's 250. I don't think I ever turned the... No, I did not. The lights have been on the whole time. Nobody's home. All right, now I want to see if we're showing hot springs. 29 miles. Okay, so we'll be at 21.4 at Markey. So when our distance reads 21.4, We'll start our turn to 008 and engage nav. Okay. All the while maintaining our speed. Keeping it under 250. Now I could throw slats out right now. We're going to do that at Markey. And then I'm going to kick it to 5 all the way down, as by the time we get to Hossie, I want the gear flaps full, 120, can't read it folks, sorry, 125, 130 on the speed. We're getting real close. According to my chart. Here we're showing about 30 miles. Something tells me this is not going to match up. Because even here it looks more than 20. We're almost on it. Okay. According to that, we should level off. And then speed control will be the name of the game. 500 feet. Okay. Yeah, we're already... I don't get it. If I was to turn to 8, we'd go right to Hot Springs. See how it looks on the map here? Actually, we'd be about right here. Little off course. All right, we're slowing now to 220. Okay. Again, folks, hope you enjoyed the flight from the Bahamas up here to Hot Springs. this will conclude the stream today. And what the heck? Did something fall off? Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out something moved down at the bottom of my screen, and I'm like, what's going on? I guess OBS is having a little bit of difficulty, but so far so good today. Like I said, we're going to be getting ready to, let's go ahead and drop down 2300. About 3000. Vertical speed. About 1,000 feet a minute. Okay, so we're ready now. The localizer is alive. About ready to level at 3000. All right, so I'm getting ready to make the turn. And we're going to make that say 008 at the same time. Flaps 5. Okay. I believe the glide slope is alive. We'll find out. Sorry for coughing in your ears there, folks. All right, let's kill the music. Here comes the localizer. Let's see if it, okay, it's grabbing it. Distance from Hot Springs. 14. I'm looking for our runway right now, folks. Okay, now I think this is Lake Hamilton, so it shouldn't be much past it. Waiting to see the glide slope, and we should be glide slope at Hossie right here. We're 5 miles from it, so it should start coming down. And it is. Glide slope, landing gear down. And I believe I have a runway. Flaps going full. All right, folks, there you have it. Runway is dead ahead. All right. Hossie. Hot Springs traffic citation, November 750 X-ray Papa, 6 mile final, runway 5. Gear down. Outer marker, which means Hossie. As I remember them, folks, that's how they were. That's pretty good. Good job there again, X-Plane Laminar team. Okay, plane's mine. Again, no visual cues on this runway, just the localizer and the glide slope. And that's Lake Hamilton, folks, in front of it. And we're stable. Welcome to Hot Springs. Very curious how we got graded on this one. Could have made Fox if I was on the reverse a little quicker. Hot Springs traffic citation November 750 X-ray Papa clear runway 5 to FBO parking. Welcome again, folks. Oh, I didn't turn the synchronizers on either. Oh well. Bad pilot. That gives us time to do all right. Let me make sure we're 100%. Go with the gens. All right, we're gonna head into the terminal here. We'll take one of these spots here as soon as we get to it. But again, folks, hope you enjoyed. It's been this was actually quite fun. And we definitely need to get this bird in the air more often. So let's just get in here and get parked. Okay, brakes are set. All right, let's okay, that's off, no takeoff, APU's on, and that all looks good. Okay. And let's go ahead and get the bleed on. All right, let's shut them down. All right, now remember, I told you this is a fun aircraft to try to shut these things down. Okay, you notice they're not going back. It's a pain in the rump sometimes. Go. There they go. But they eventually do. So yeah, you got to get those detents to pull them back. And also, of course, always make sure you are on your APU. Make sure your generator's on and your bleed valve open. So, you know, make sure these are in place before doing anything else. Okay. And there you go, folks. Welcome in. And off with the passengers. Ooh, we still have lights. Why do we still have lights? There we go. All right. So again, Hot Springs, Arkansas was the target for today, and we have arrived. This is that makeshift terminal. They did have caravans at one time. I don't think Allegiant flies in here, but maybe another low-cost carrier could, like Breeze or Spirit or something like that. But for now, yeah, you're in Hot Springs, folks, known for its hot springs, and we're gonna go get some fish out of the lakes here and fry them up. It should be a pretty good area for fish fries, folks, with Lake Hamilton and then a lake I'm not even about to begin to pronounce towards Mount Ida. So, but anyway, folks, let's get off. Well, let's just take a look at some stats here on the flight. Okay, report has been filed. Good deal. All right, 194 feet a minute, it looks like, was the landing. Well, let's take a look at it. Here's the routing. Not bad, although that doesn't really show just how bad it was on the departure, but the arrival went pretty good. Again, looks good. Speed about 107. We were a little slow, and I knew that was coming. I gave it a little power at the end. All right, so quick review for those new to aviation and terminology, the landing zone. Now, on a precision runway like this, you'll have these hash marks. These are always on a runway. This is where you aim for in your landing. But these hash marks and this threshold markings here kind of help you know that it's a precision runway, meaning you probably have an ILS or an RNIP or something very, that precision down the line to get you in here. And it helps you a lot of ways. First off, some airports have a blast pad back here or a displaced threshold. Okay, where that white solid line is at the end of the runway is the threshold. From there forward is where you're supposed to land. Flight sim, I ain't going to get into it with you. Real world, they will get into it with you. Okay, each of these hash marks you see here, 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 this included, and here. Think of it if you're a golfer, and I remember this when I was golfing many, many, many moons ago. Uh, you knew a golf course, if you knew it well enough, you knew that some of the trees and bushes marked how far away from the hole you were. So you knew what to pull out of the bag to hit the little white ball, put all your anger into the little white ball and make it fly. Um, Same thing kind of goes here except reverse. It's how far down the runway you are. So this is the landing zones in. That's where pilots try to get the airplane to land in. Again, look up here. We got 6,595 feet. You really don't want to be touching here too much with a bigger frame aircraft because you don't have a lot of runway waiting at the other end. See, this end is not a precision runway. So that's why you only have this, which, by the way, if you look down here, it's 1,000 feet. So if you're coming down here and say you're still at about 100 to 120 knots and you see this, you might want to say the words to your passengers, brace, 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 or, oh crap. Either way, they know, oh crap, something's about to happen. You're going off, unless you really stand on those brakes, folks. So again, on if you got both ends precision, if you start seeing those marks, you need to get on the brakes tighter. So, and get stopped. So that gives you this. So what did we do? Okay, we went 1,800 feet down the runway. That's actually not bad, folks. And if you look at the runway, you can see there's a pretty fair amount of marks up here on it up here. 4 to 5 feet off the center line. Again, not bad. Speeds gives you your headings and all. Again, folks, this is why I like Sim Toolkit. It gives me an idea. Okay, metrically, what did I do? Now, X-plane, from this, I can say, okay, so I came in slow. So let's keep the speed up next time, see what happens. All right. So, oh, you guys didn't even see all of that. Oh, my bad. Real quick, pull up the flight. There we go. All right, so you can see the metrics here. My bad, I do apologize. Okay, the big thing is 107. We were VREF'd at 120, so we're about 13 knots slow, hence making it a little bit tougher on the landing, although it felt really, I thought we greased that one a lot. Well, that's a grease. I mean, let's be real, just under 200 feet a minute. All right, so let's go ahead now and get rid of it. And we're going to come off. Let me first make sure nobody else is looking for us here. All right, so we're the only ones. Anyone coming? No. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come off good old VATSIM. All right, let's go ahead and button her up. What we're going to do here, folks, we're going to head back out, take a look at this approach. This is something you can do right out of the box in X-plane. In Microsoft, not so easy. And remind you, it is beta, so we could, let's go from here. We'll go a little further back. Here we go. Hey, that's even better. Turning for the approach. For Microsoft, whoop, that's too noisy. You would need to download a program, fire that said program up where you wanted to start your approaches or start your recording or whatever. And then that's as far as you could go. Here, I can go all the way back to Nassau if I wanted. Really don't want to. So, but anyway, so it's a real good tool, folks. Let me rein in the sounds just. There we go. And let's get some appropriate maestroed music. Yeah, the grand finale. Why not? We run with it every time. There's our runway, by the way, folks. And we'll keep it in the high speed here just to see how well we did aircraft control. Not bad. I did not arm the spoilers. I'm kind of bummed about that, but I'm going to learn how to do all of that. Folks, that was a good landing. Let's go back and watch it again from a different angle. Little high on the approach too. But you see, now you can begin to see, okay, what was I doing wrong? And I think right here I actually was right on speed, and then I flared too early. The flare should be about 10 feet, 20 feet above the ground. And your radar altimeter, especially in these, will tell you that. The wing flexed a little bit more than I expected. That's just our way of saying, welcome in. Let's fly over the lake and see what it looks like this way. Oh. And yes, folks, there's a lot of houses that line this lake. All right, welcome in. All right, let's look at it one more way. See, flared way too high, which made her sink like it did, and boom. But still, folks, not a bad landing. Welcome into Hot Springs, folks. I want to say thank you for flying with Mike. Thank you for being a part. Thank you all so much. We really do appreciate you. And those of you on YouTube watching the rebroadcast, hey, we'd love you to come over to Twitch and watch us live. Check us out in our Discord channel. We put a schedule up for you. Folks, we're going to call it for the day. And hope you all have a great weekend. Just working my way back to the ramp. It's been a grand flight from the Bahamas up to Hot Springs. Hope you enjoy. Hey, go out, get some fish tonight, folks. It's Lent. Remember, Jesus died for your sins here on Easter. Keep that always in the front, and hope you all have a great time. Verse of the day, if you didn't catch it in the beginning, folks. Let love be genuine. Abhor what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not be slothful or Don't be slothful in zeal. Be fervent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. And always be constant in prayer. Paul wrote these words 2,000 years ago, folks. It's in Romans 12, verses 9 through 12. I hope you keep these in your mind as you go through Lent, to always rejoice in the hope that we have in Christ, to always be patient. God is always doing something when we're in a trial, and always be constant with prayer, be it good times, bad times, indifferent times. Always praise God. Folks, I hope you have a great weekend. God bless you all. We'll see you again next week.